Welcome to LaunchLeft Podcast,
a space for famed creatives to launch the next wave of music rebels. It's also a space for an intentional space to highlight and empower all artists for whom radical creativity is not a choice, but a necessity. Speaking of radical creativity, today's guest... Devendra Banhart, ladies and gentlemen. We're so happy to share him with you today.
We're so lucky to have gotten to sit down with him and talk to him and be enlightened by him and loved by him. My soul loves his soul. My heart loves his heart. It was a fantastic time and hope you guys enjoy it so much.
What an absolute treasure to have him on. Someone who highlights other artists all the time. If you go to his Instagram, you can see that he's always bigging up creatives that he believes are doing cool things. So we want to spend this episode just talking about Devendra, hearing his music. We hope you'll rate and subscribe if you like it, and follow us on all socials at LaunchLeft. Have a good day.
Bye.
It's getting too late to tell if it's too soon, and the future's being born right here in this room. Press the button of world peace and wipe out everything but the moon. Do you know, I don't know, could continue please.
Devendra Banhart, how do you say your name?
Devendra Banhart.
Ban.
Yeah.
Even though it's B, isn't it B-A?
B-A-N. N.
That's what I've always messed up.
That
I
R.
always put an R.
The R's been there. People have perceived an R mine since 1981. Wow. You know what I mean? I'm used to it.
You mean it's even on your records?
It's never Devendra Banhart the way it's. I think that's phonetically how you would say it, but it's what it turns into is Devendra Banhart. So that's what I hear. And I don't want to.
Do you like having like more than one name, kind of? Is it a way for you to step away from the public Devendra?
Yeah, that's funny. If your pseudonym is exactly your name, just one letter off, like, are you? Yeah, that's so good. Oh my God, are you Nina Simone? I'm actually Nano Simone. You know, just I'm changing just the. It's fucking good. Oh shit. No, I like my name, and I don't mind if people say it wrong. Do people say your name wrong?
No. I don't think so, because it's like one syllable, it's an element. And then the other thing is like, in Arizona. Mm-hmm. So people know how to say it. But I'm trying to think, I know people who equally have like name, they always get their name wrong.
Was there ever a time where you just were like, I don't like how unique my name is? And
in Caracas is a weird name to have. I grew up in Venezuela, in Caracas. Right now they're having a great time. Things are real.
Oh yeah, where you were born.
No, it's where Liberty was born. Our other sisters.
Really?
Yeah.
What?
And one of my dearest friends, Ana Diaz, is from Caracas, and so we know.
You have a sister born in Caracas.
Libertad Mariposa. She was born on
Independence Day in Venezuela.
That is crazy. My condolences.
Well.
No, just and her name is what's her name? Libertad.
Libertad Mariposa.
That's beautiful. Mariposa is beautiful.
She's also an amazing singer-songwriter.
No way.
She's making a record right now.
Oh my God. Has she put out stuff before? What she's doing right now?
Not really.
No,
yet.
she hasn't recorded, or she recorded and then that band broke up, and now this is her first.
Yeah, she's making a record right now.
You have to send it to me.
I will.
You have to share it with me.
Yeah.
This time more than ever, I have such a strong need to connect with Venezuelans. Because we're the ones that are.
Yeah,
like,
let's introduce you to Anedi.
It's important. It's important. And there's a new. I mean, obviously, what's happening is a disaster. It's insane every single day. It's insane. It's horrifying. It's like politicized. It's kind of the same thing with Trump, really.
Yeah,
just
exactly.
kind of politicized everybody, in a wonderful way. And everybody's really focused on this moment. Something can actually change. And stories are just coming out. Horrible stories. Kids dying. Mm-hmm. Hospitals have no electricity. You're on life support now, and that's it. Mm. And you would have survived. These simple operation surgeries are just like impossible to do. And so, can you imagine like a pediatrician who's doing surgery on a young child who is so delicate, so sensitive? The body hasn't really figured things out, and you're so more susceptible to disease that can be cured so easily, and it's just impossible to get that operation or that medicine. So people just really die. Kids, it's even more painful.
Yeah.
But all the Venezuelans that are not in Venezuela anymore, there's this kind of, I think, undercurrent of like, oh, you kind of abandoned us in a way. We moved off, we left,
Right.
you know? And that was my relationship even with my family and friends in Venezuela. Like, I'm the one that just kind of took off. But then suddenly this situation happens and it's kind of ongoing. It's happened my whole life. But now it's at this critical mass, critical moment. Something really needs to change. I mean, it's insane. We're trying to kick out people in the consulate, trying to figure out if the US is going to invade and get this guy out of there, halting the billions of dollars in oil and gold money that he's hidden throughout the world. Okay, we're really making big efforts to change things. But it's been a long burn. And now, suddenly, it's just about seeing that there's hope outside of this disaster of Venezuela. So Venezuelans are like, hey, I've lived somewhere else, I got out, and I'm with you. And so you kind of want to know that there's people out there still sending you love and thinking of you, because you're literally living without any electricity. My brother is there, and he just had to have a week without electricity. And which also means, obviously no hot water, no refrigeration. It's a really hot place. I mean, for a million reasons, it's a really, really tough situation.
I'm sorry to interrupt, are you 100% Venezuelan then?
Half Venezuelan. I was born in Texas.
Me too.
No. Where?
Crockett.
Crockett?
The smallest little place.
I wish I was born in Crockett.
David Crockett. Where were you born?
What does Crockett mean?
Not far from Houston. It was
I was born in
named after
Houston.
Davy Crockett.
It was named after David Crockett?
Yeah.
I wonder what Crockett, though. Crockett. Just Crockett.
That's crazy. So you're born in
Crockett.
Texas. So then you're half Venezuelan.
Yeah, half Venezuelan, half Texan.
Cool.
And
And you left, well, how old were you when you left?
I left when I was about 4,
Okay.
5 years old. But I have this name, Devendra.
Right.
That was given to me by my guru and my parents' guru.
Which was
Maharaji Prem Rawat. And
I don't know them.
Maharaji is still a teacher, but he was very infamous in the mid '60s as being the boy guru, because he started teaching when he was 4 years old.
Wow.
His father, his father was a guru and a teacher, right? And he passed away. And there's this lineage. He was the youngest kid, Maharaji. He's like 3 or 4. And his father's dead. And there's the funeral, and everyone's crying, freaking out. Our guru is gone. And all the devotees and all this, everyone's just mourning and weeping, and they're wondering who's going to be. It must be the teenage son. I guess he has to take over. What's going on? Everyone's kind of freaking out. And then Maharaji, as a 4-year-old, just gets on stage and he goes, "Why are you crying? My father's still here. He hasn't gone anywhere." And he starts giving satsang at 4.
Whoa.
So he's been doing it for forever. And my parents met through an event of his teaching. And then they gave me this name, Devendra. But they needed me to be born first to get a photo to him, to give me the name. So they were watching Star Wars, and I'm in the belly, and then when Alec Guinness comes out, Obi-Wan Kenobi comes out, I start kicking a lot, so my middle name is Obi. And those are 2 weird names anywhere, especially in Venezuela.
Yeah.
But it was easier to say Obi then. So I was Obi throughout my Venezuelan times.
Ah, okay.
Was Mariposa, did she grow up there?
No.
No.
Just born there for a short time.
That's cool.
Like barely there. Actually born and left and 3 months old. But she was born on the Independence Day, which is July 5th there, 1976. It was like the 100th year, or I don't know.
How ironic. I mean, come on. That is the best. When like a dictatorship is like, let's celebrate independence. I mean, it's so funny. Anyways, yeah, but I don't mind. You can call me Devendra Banhart all you want. I just think Barnhart is not so nice. Although it's kind of sweet. You have the heart of a barn.
Right.
Or your heart is a barn.
Otherwise, it's Ban.
It's Banhart.
Yeah, which I like because, it means female deer spirit. I think that's a pretty good
That is cool.
meaning. I'm really proud. I'm really into that. But I don't mind a barn that's a heart. What do you keep in a barn? Hay? Some horses? These are valuable things if you've got a farm.
Yeah.
So, you have the barn heart.
So how did you come across music and the arts? What drew you to that, or
Can we, whatever Mark said, can we just overdub that?
He didn't answer this question. We didn't even ask him this question.
Man. Well, then just any answer he gave at all whatsoever. You can just, now my answer is, hi, I'm Mark Mothersbaugh.
Just for those of you watching, he's talking about Mark Mothersbaugh. Yes, from Devo. He would like his answers too. He really didn't. He didn't talk about where art, we didn't even ask him.
No,
that.
but actually what he did speak of is how it wasn't just about music for him and how they were more, starting a revolution through many mediums.
Yeah,
And
it was a movement.
Yeah,
right?
exactly.
It was like an art movement. They didn't feel they were even a band. That was just one.
Oh, it
part.
makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
They were the kind of the great interdisciplinary, spearheading a particular type of art consciousness in the mainstream,
Yeah.
which didn't really exist. And you've got people at that moment. What a special weird moment, because then you've got the Talking Heads as well doing that kind of thing, very subversive, way more subversive than Devo, because they were so explicit.
Mm-hmm.
And then someone like Laurie Anderson, who's just like, can you imagine a moment? And she had a #1 hit with those Supermen.
Yeah.
But she's making better work now, without a doubt, nonstop. And same thing with Mark. So I guess, I don't know. I guess I'm like
extremely
obsessed
prolific.
with
It's
extremely prolific.
unbelievable.
Oh, amazing, right? It's
Yeah.
truly so much incredible work, and the iconic work that you can associate with all the other disciplines that he's worked with as a composer, of course. And you realize, wow, this band is really weird and cool, and they are they lead to the Residents or something like that. You know what I mean? They're an introduction to a bunch of weirdo bands that you love. And they're kind of this, also, there's a correlation between like European no wave and all of that, so you get into that world thanks to Devo. And I did this thing, it was like a political rally, and they cut out when they were asking me, I was trying to give them a quick bit. And they're like, what's your kind of bit? And I said demilitarization, deforestation, and Devo reunion. And I was so proud of myself, I was like,
Great, we're gonna use it.
And I was like, yeah, oh fuck yeah, this is gonna be so good. And okay, I cut it all out.
Well, we're gonna use it.
Well, let me say it better. Oh no, okay, we'll do it casually. It's like, so what? Like, what's your?
Yeah, if you could in 3 words. Like, is there some kind of soundbite you can give us for Devo in 3 words?
I don't know. It's a tough one to put me on the spot like that, but I had to pick. Let me think. Deforestation, demilitarization, and Devo reunion. No doubt about it. I love Devo. I'm glad you guys interviewed him. So, yeah.
Listen.
I will.
Okay.
Okay.
Do you feel that Venezuela influenced you at all as a musician initially, like before you maybe put 2 and 2 together and added?
I think isolation influenced me, and that was a product of being in Venezuela, because I really didn't fit in with the weird name, and I was feminine, and I didn't want to play sports. I could give a shit about everything that seemed to matter to these very strict gender, roles that were imposed upon us as kids, and are still imposed on so many kids all over the world. And I just couldn't relate to it. I had no attraction to it, and so I'm just kind of on my own. And on my own, you create your own little world, and you have fun with it, and you have your own attractions, and mine were music, right? Music is attractive. I can hear it in the streets. This thing is this type of music called salsa and merengue. You hear it everywhere, but that was so ubiquitous, but it didn't kind of strike me as something that I was interested in. And then I heard something a little bit more interesting, like Neil Young, or maybe even just like the Rolling Stones or Guns N' Roses, or the first time I heard Nirvana on the radio, that was like a big deal. You just hear this other thing and you go, oh, music is interesting, very cool. But I can't really sing like those people. I'm trying to sing like those people. These guys have these deep voices, or these, and I have so much time on my own. I didn't have this feeling of a social crew or kind of
Gang.
a gang kind of feeling. That I felt like I could just play around, and one day this is inspiration, I put on my mom's dress and just sing, use the brush as a microphone. And it was like, because the idea was like, here's this thing that's going to transform me into something else. Because as it is, I can't sing like these people. Mm-hmm. As it is, I can't do this. I don't even have people I can play music with. I can't play an instrument. But let's just try to, just transform. And that seemed like, that's wild. Let's put on the dress, got the brush, and I'm singing, and I'm going, la, 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 ooh, ah, ooh. Oh my God, like, wow. You know, like, this makes a lot of sense now. As this lady, I can just sing it on up. And it was super fun. I would just do it because I had so much, my mom traveled a lot and just kind of at home as a kid. And it was really fun and cool, and I felt like I discovered this new world of singing. You can make up the song too. My God, that's even crazier, you know?
Yeah.
Make up a song. That seems pretty fun. That seems pretty easy. T-shirt, I like T-shirt. Oh my God, I wrote a song. And then one time, one of my mom's friends, like kind of, at this point when people were over, I would just do it in the bathroom because it's like, I don't know, people are gonna freak out, I'm sure. And I'm doing my little thing and I comb my little hair. And he opens up the door and he sees me and he said, he actually called me a fag. And he was so angry. And it was like, whoa, why? How is this possibly offensive to you in any way? And I'm so young that everything is kind of vibrational interpretation. You know, I don't really have so much cultural conditioning. And so you can get a sense for what's behind the word. You get a sense for the sentiment. And the sentiment was this like, I wish I could do that feeling. I don't want to presume that everybody that is totally ignorant is doing it only because they're mad at the thing that they wish they could be. But that's generally the way it goes. And I could sense behind it. Like today, you could be like, what did I, just fucking ignorant asshole. But then there was more compassion behind it because I knew that I was representing something he could never do. And it had nothing to do really with his lack of courage. It had to do with his having the wherewithal to know that if he really expressed who he was, he would probably get killed. It is so fucking repressive in so many parts of the world, but particularly there, you know, particularly there. But that's how I started singing. Yeah, just knowing that I could make up a song and kind of connect with an energy that was there, you know. Because that's the whole thing, you know, you've got all this male energy and female energy and female energy, and it's just about getting that balance. And that's one of the beautiful principles of, I think, in terms of, well, in Buddhism, there's Yavyam, which is, you know, father, mother, wisdom, and compassion. And you have both of those elements, and they're really they're so interrelated. If you have wisdom, you have compassion. If you're compassionate, that's a form of wisdom. And it gets so out of balance when you try to suppress one and encourage the other one. So it was cool. I kind of just did it on my own, and it's just a reminder that we all have those things.
Is that when did you decide to pick up an instrument? Was it later then?
Yeah, later. I was at 14. I'd moved to America, and soon after I moved to America, I was like, oh, this is so exciting. This is like a free place. I can like pierce my ears. I tried to pierce my ears in Caracas, and they shut down the school because kids wanted to beat me up. Oh my God, so much better than ear piercing. It's like, and so it was like, oh, I get to do all this stuff, and I'm like, pierce my ears, and I can skateboard. Skateboarding was like, oh my God, the best. And those early skate videos that I was getting in Venezuela didn't really have music that maybe now I find is kind of rad. But these like skate bands that were making like kind of punk, kind of skate punk for these early Pal Peralta videos. But then a little bit later, when you move to America, all these skate videos started having songs like the Smiths and David Bowie and like even John Lennon's solo stuff. I didn't know anything about that. I mean, I'm 13 at this point, and that's like blowing my mind. So it's through skate videos and skateboarding, you start to get into what you know, cool music, and yeah, maybe I'll play guitar. It seems kind of fun. Actually, I thought I was going to play trombone because at the same time, because in skating, somehow, because a skater who passed away, in fact, a very, very beloved skater who was one of my favorite skaters ever, named Keenan Milton, had a song by Desmond Decker in one of his music videos, 007 Shantytown, really famous song. It's in Harder They Come, you know. But I'd never heard anything like that. Oh my God, that fucked me up. Like, this is some alien music. The production is too good. It's impossible to hear that song and not feel like a sense of transcendence, and almost impossible to be a nihilist. You know what I mean? Like, it's fine. You could be an atheist all you want. Most likely it's because of some sort of baggage in their past, but I totally respect it and dig it. But how can you be a nihilist and look at a banana? I mean, look how much love there is in a banana. It's this thing is already like packaged for you. You eat it, you know? And then anyways, the Desmond Dekker song is a little bit like, what is this thing? Oh my God, humans did something right, kind of, but they probably can't even take the credit, but sure, that's fine, it's amazing. And music can really do it. Like, and then I decided I wanted to like be in a ska band. I was like wearing suits all the time and being like, I'm a real rude boy and I'm like into ska. And that was embarrassing, but I wanted to play trombone and it was awful. It lasted one day. And I thought, okay, guitar is cooler. Maybe like a girl will want to talk to me if I play the guitar. Maybe the cute girl in school might have mentioned like guitars are cool, something like that. But I was like, okay, guitar is it. And
who got you your first guitar? Did you have to get it yourself, or was it gifted to you?
It was gifted to me. I was very fortunate. I didn't really grow up with a father figure until I was about like maybe 10 years old, you know. And suddenly this person comes into my life, and I'm like so happy. He really saved my life. You know, he's like my dad. He is my dad. I call him, of course. But he was the first person that really kind of like paid attention and asked me questions. And what are you into? You know. And he got a sense that I was interested in music. And, okay, he got me a guitar. And he did it in the coolest way, like real Willy Wonka way. Really Wonka? See, really? That's Willy Wonka when he tries to check in a hotel. He doesn't want anyone to know it's him. I'm really Wonka. Yeah. He's like, you know, it's Christmas or my birthday, and nothing. I don't get anything. And I'm like, I'm mature. I don't need a gift. And then at the end, he's like, it's late. He's like, you know what? I left my suitcase in the back of in the trunk.
So classic.
And I'm like, fuck you. You know, I don't get anything. And then you're making me go grab your stuff. And you go to the trunk, open it up, it's a guitar case. And I'm just like trembling, open it up. And it was a guitar. It would have been funny if it wasn't a guitar. It was just like his notes or something like that. But yeah, that was the first guitar. And it's still a very mysterious thing. You know, I have no sense of how this thing works. You know, no idea how it works. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Do you play an instrument?
I do. I play guitar. I play piano.
Do you just like, you got it all figured out?
I haven't figured it out at all, but I know that each and every individual has something to do with it, with the instrument. You know what I mean? Like I certainly feel that, because I've been writing since I was 9 years old, piano, and the songs that I wrote when I was 9 years old, I play them differently now. So I feel that, you know, it has to have something to do with me.
Can I hear the songs you wrote when you were 9 years old?
Sure.
Those exist in recordings?
Oh, and I still play them today.
I have to hear those songs.
You do.
I have to hear those songs. I mean, I'd love to hear all the songs, but how amazing. I mean, so cool. You wrote songs when you were 9 and you have those.
I don't know how much I have them, but I still have them in here.
Piano pieces, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're beautiful. You definitely want to hear them.
Oh, and they're instrumental?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
I always liked playing alone. That was one of my favorite things about playing was that I could be alone and play. I just did. I didn't like to play for anybody else. So to just sit in a room that's just there to hold the piano and somebody to play, you know what I mean? And that reminded me so much of it today. And God, that sound, it was so crisp and beautiful and well-tuned and just like,
you know that was a player piano? He was like, I don't want to disturb her, but I want to turn on the player because then it would play her song back to her when she got up.
I saw that there was some like little electric.
He had a whole player. I know, he was like wanting to record it so you could hear it.
But I mean, I love that. I mean, that's the story of one of my favorite records in the whole world, which is Harold Budd's La Bella Vista. He was at Daniel Lanois' house just kind of playing around, and they were like, we gotta record this. That is the top 10 records of my life. And
Daniel Lanois produced it, or he just recorded it?
It's just basically much Harold Budd just playing his piano.
I like that Brian Eno, Harold Budd won First Light, that record. I used to just wake up and put that on every single day for like years. I'll send it to you too. It feels so good.
I mean, but I feel like there's that similar kind of feeling of like, here I am, just me and the instrument, and that's it, and that's heaven.
I think we should organize a big concert for summer where she thinks she's just walking
into
a room.
No, but that's so
she
good.
Thinks she's just walking into a room.
We'll do it at Disney Hall, but we'll build a little rehearsal room in the middle, you know?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Okay, guys. Great.
But I'm excited to hear these songs, you know, any of them. but in particular something that you composed at 9 and you're still playing. I mean, wow. How wild is that?
Yeah. I mean, I could probably still play pieces, but not the whole piece. I do. I know that there's a recording somewhere. But I was thinking about it today, playing in that room. I was like, you know, and you take a long hiatus, or I took a long hiatus from playing at all, honestly, and moved and started playing guitar. And it was semi-recently that I started playing again. But you were talking about figuring out the instrument, huh?
You have a piano at home.
I have a piano at home. I just moved it into my house from the garage like a week ago.
Good.
Yeah.
And you gotta keep moving it around too. You approach it in a different way. Isn't that funny? Space effects. Okay, I'm playing it.
Yeah.
That's why I'm like, you know, if you want to rearrange stuff in this house, please go for it.
You need an upright too, I think.
I want to get a light wood upright that sits there. I just haven't found it. Or
I'll
one of those
find
like even
She's great with that.
Okay,
She'll
if you
find
see
it.
one, you let me know,
Yeah.
please. And there's something really kind of horrendous and chic about one of those like plastic see-through ones. That'd be kind of chic, you know.
That would
With some plants on it. It's kind of cute.
I do.
Yeah.
I see that.
It was like the 90s piano used for like techno songs. Like just to sample it, but let's put it in the video.
Right.
You know.
I do like that.
It's like fiberglass, like a fiberglass piano. Yes.
Have you noticed does the sound change the more cracks or have you just not figured it out even on that level, the level of sound? I know you were talking about probably mastering your instrument,
vague
but
question.
I just noticed cracks, and when my guitar cracked, I noticed very much the difference in the sound, and I was wondering as I was watching you play it whether...
You know, each one of these little marks, no, I don't know, I'm just kidding. I'm not even making a joke, that's the worst. Hey, let me tell you this, non-joke, I'm telling you I'm kidding. But anyways, this is, I think, a student guitar, and the story that I've projected onto it is that some kids in Germany, because for some reason, just because it's a Hofner, but probably is not from Germany, were just drawing, little marks all over it, and I think it weirdly affects it. But
did you put... Oh, that's just the...
No, but there is a pickup in there.
There is?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
And
Did you put it in?
I had it put in.
Yeah.
No, but let's continue. You just hold it.
I'm
please.
just going to look at it.
Yeah.
Is there any?
Don't even look at
But,
it.
maybe you
Is
could,
there
I'm not
mostly
gonna
just
play.
guitar on your record, or do you do piano?
maybe you could play us a little bit.
No,
Play us a
it's
couple
not really my
chords,
first instrument, you know.
But right now it's cool. You can play like a little lap steel kind of vibe, you
I don't
know.
have anything.
That's so funny. Oh my God, I love that. You know, I always kiss the head of it after I'm done playing with it, and in my mind.
That's what she said.
Oh, nice. Oh, that's so good.
I couldn't help it. It was terrible. I had to. Guitar on your record, solamente, or piano?
Mucho guitarra. Yeah, a lot of guitar on the record. But I just thought.
You want me to hold it?
If you want to
I'll just
play,
hold
you don't
it.
have to hold it. Yeah, now it's weird. Please hold my guitar.
Do you speak Spanish?
Yeah.
Do you ever sing in Spanish?
Yeah, there's. I think every record except for the last one didn't have a song in Spanish, and this one has 3. Oh, actually, a song in Portuguese, which I don't speak. So I had to have my friend Rodrigo Amarante.
Rodrigo.
Yeah. So Rodrigo really saved the day because I was trying to just get away with doing a little portuñol, where I'm really singing in Spanish, but I'm just like throwing in like my version of an accent and these Portuguese words that I don't know what I'm saying. But he was like, okay, let's just get this right. No one's gonna understand. I was like so pissed. Of course you want to hear it. It's great. Don't worry about it. But he made me be diligent and actually get the right words. So yes, I speak Spanish. And do you speak Spanish?
Entonces, hablando en español para él.
Abre las alas, el mundo te espera, una sorpresa que Dios te guarda. Abre las manos, el cielo te guarda, un regalito que es solo para ti.
Do you speak the same amount of languages?
No, ella habla mejor a mí. Seguro que sí.
En español.
Sí.
Pero tú hablas otro idioma.
No.
¿Y por qué hablas español?
Porque...
Yo viví en Costa Rica por un tiempo.
Sí.
Y trabajo con muchos latinos aquí, entonces puedo practicar.
¿Sabías español cuando te fuiste a Costa Rica?
No, pero
Ahí
y tenía como 13 años, entonces...
Wow, mucho tiempo.
Hace bastante tiempo.
Pero vivía allá solo 3 años, poco a poco, unos meses aquí.
That's good.
Entonces...
Libertad habla español
Yeah.
también.
También.
Muy bien.
Mejor que,
Pero ella aprendió en Estados Unidos, entonces.
No, ella vivía en Costa Rica también,
Costa Rica.
pero para muchos años.
Do you guys have a favorite Indian restaurant in LA?
Used to be in Narcoli
Totally
and they
really
closed
Narco's
down.
pretty good, but then there's one
They
called
closed
like
down.
Indian. There's a really good one, weirdly, in
On
Sherman Oaks
In Sherman
that
Oaks.
Lauren told me about. That I went to, and it's our new fave.
You really like it? You
Yeah.
really like it?
Yeah.
I'm going to follow up on this. I'm
Okay.
going to text you. I don't want to say it on camera because I don't want other people to know about it.
Right. Keep it.
But I'm on the
secret.
hunt and I can't find it. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? I can't find it.
I know this was like it's unassuming, but we thought the food was good.
Art, isn't it fabulous?
What, art? Indian food.
Yeah, that's what we were
Yeah.
really saying.
Did you want to play a song or no?
Oh, I wasn't planning on it, and I don't
Don't
know if I
worry
could. I wasn't. I haven't
You don't have
rehearsed
to.
the new
I didn't
record.
know because you were playing.
Like any song. Here's
Yeah,
the thing.
any
You
song.
brought me a
Yes,
gift.
yes,
You
play
brought
it,
me a
play it.
gift, but I don't remember it either. But
Yes.
I will play the part I remember, right?
You mean because we bought you the Carly
Because you
Simon
brought me
record?
the Carly Simon record. So this is what I remember. And do you know the song well?
No.
Shit.
think
Literally
I might.
bought it just now before I came. I was like, maybe he'll like this record. And
You're
I bought
kidding.
it. I swear to
But you know
God.
the song, right?
No, I'm not sure I do.
Which one is it?
Okay, the
It's
chorus.
The record coming
It's-
around again?
Yeah.
Yeah, hold on.
Oh, yes.
No,
I do know that.
you do know it. Da-dee-na-na-na. And so it's like, oh fuck, I don't even know the lines. And then it's, I know. Wait. So it's mommy pleases, baby sneezes, daddy breezes in. So romantic, all on paper, yet so bewildering. I know nothing stays the same, but if you're willing to play the game, it's coming around again. God, that song kills
It's
me.
so great.
It's
What
so
a beautiful song.
I don't know what the
I
change is.
feel like it needs to be capo though, because it's like really high or really low
probably,
for
yeah.
me. So capo it so I can sing it. Okay.
You want? I got a capo. Yeah, oh, I wish. If only there was. Oh, yeah. Speak. Did someone say capo? That's so good. Oh my god.
I didn't even see that when I sang.
Do you want it? You want to play the guitar a little bit with the capo?
No.
You sure? It's like, there's no pressure.
Oh
whatsoever?
my God! It's so terrifying. No.
Yeah, that line when she's like, "I believe in love. What else can I do?" I mean, I love that. I'm so in love with you. What a beautiful thing. God, it's also so sad. It's almost like you're a piece of shit. But I believe in love, and I'm so. And what else can I do? You know.
I was introduced to Carly Simon, Carole King, and James Taylor all at the same time in my listening of music. And every production I had from all of her lyrics were about James Taylor.
Oh yeah, totally.
At 9 years old, I
Totally.
was
Oh,
just
you-
like, oh, he is so vain. Tell him.
It's so funny.
Wait, what was your song?
That's so much better.
T-shirt.
This is a good time. No, I like that one so much
I like
better. Tell me when to clap. Toothbrush, toothbrush, toothbrush. T-shirt, t-shirt, t-shirt. Fuck, that's good.
Is it going to go on
so
a record?
Well, yeah. We just need a band name,
Yeah.
and we're good to go. I'm ready to play a show, and I think you are too.
Yeah,
and I
she
think
is.
we've got to
Sound room
conclude
for her.
that you're going to play a show, please, a recital,
Yeah.
songs ranging from 9 till now.
Ooh, I like that. From 9 till now.
There's the name of the band. From 9 to now.
Great, exactly.
Oh, I love
working
that.
9 to now. That's
Working
exactly
9
to 5, what a way to make a living.
Let's do it. And please play a show, and we'll pretend we're not going to go, and we'll ignore you the whole time.
Great.
All right, so we're not there, but we'd all like to hear it.
When is
'Cause
your next
because
show?
You have to share your work. My favorite songwriters, my favorite artists, my favorite writers, filmmakers, if they had just made the piece of art and just kept it to themselves, I would be worse off. You know, I'd be bummed. My life would have been more, you know, it was impoverishing in a way.
Absolutely.
So much of this work.
Responsibility to share.
So share it, put it out there, and let us decide. Let us decide.
But
Meaning,
when
give
you
us a
have somebody
chance.
who resonates with it sitting right there playing it, you don't really need anybody else to resonate with it.
Okay.
It's really hoggish, but okay.
Are you saying that you're the one resonating with the music?
Yeah, right? I
Right,
mean, wouldn't you
right.
have to be, you know?
Of course. I'm just saying to share it with someone else.
I actually just
Why
reached
not
out
give
to
other people the
Josiah.
opportunity to have that experience that you have?
I just reached out to Josiah literally 10 days ago and said, would you consider coming over and listening to a girl and her piano and let me play you a few songs? Okay, so that was a big
well,
step.
that's
a big step
You
for
should have
me.
done that. Okay.
I
10
was
years.
raising
ago.
kids.
Okay, good. We're making some progress. That's wonderful. I'm just saying so often we're prevented by this, what are people going to think, or they're not going to like it the way I do, or get it the way I do. And in a way, there's something very selfish about that because it's not giving us the chance to make that judgment. You know, so it's like, also, who cares? You do your work, you put it out there, and move on, do your thing. So,
When
good.
was your first recording and when was your first recording and how did it come about? And
Oh,
Come on.
It was the 60s, and if you were there, if you remember, you weren't there. No, my first recording was I was 18. As my first record came out, and anyways, speaking of recordings and first times, even though somebody here has made a lot of records, this is the first time you've made one under your name fully, and that's getting mixed right now. It's going to come out probably now. Right?
Probably this year.
Probably this year that we're in,
Now, whenever
Yeah.
this shows, it's going to be coming out.
which is okay,
yeah.
overdubbed exactly
Yeah.
the date.
yeah.
And it's under your name, but what's
Yeah.
it called?
River.
Oh wow, beautiful.
Yeah.
And also a great Terry Reid record.
What?
Well, Terry Reid does a great record. But anyway, that's one of my favorite songs. You know that song by Terry Reid, River?
No.
I'm gonna send it to you. It's
Okay,
insane.
please
He's
do.
like infamously the guy who turned down Led Zeppelin, but he's like his own solo records are amazing. We'll cut this out, but it's good to give Terry Reid a little bit of props. But it's unrelated, so we should cut it out. It'd be good. But really, really quick,
Okay.
you also did a series that was called "Let's Make Babies in the Woods."
Right. A concept record. Yeah.
It's a great concept. 3 records, just a few songs each that add up to 12. That's how good at math I am. And the first one was
Firstborn.
Middle Child.
Baby.
So,
And that was called 3, that record. Let's Make Babies in the Woods was the mother to that record.
oh, this is great. I love that. And then, and then, yeah, I don't know. I guess I
And
just
then
can't
I
wait to hear
decided
that.
to just go on retreat for a while and stop doing music altogether after doing that record. I felt like I'd did it.
You did it.
For that
Yeah.
band, I was like, complete. I had babies. I'm raising them now. Goodbye.
Perfect. And that's the full concept. The concept has been completed. Moving on.
Right.
Moving on.
To your record.
Moving on to, which is a record, which is what you made. So let's talk about that.
Okay.
But
Okay.
so about my record, why I'm so interested in this, the baby thing, is
Okay.
that this record is really, if I don't have children, this is everything I would want to say to my kids. So it's that feeling. Because everyone's having
Try not
kids,
to cry.
all
The
their
camera's
friends.
Not on me. Here we go.
Well, no, but if you do it right
Right
into
there?
that, please. Yeah,
Okay.
exactly. I mean, that'd be a great, just for a shot.
Just one tear, ghost
Oh,
style.
love it.
Okay.
I cry so fucking much.
That's great.
I'm shocked that I haven't started crying in this interview. I really am. But anyways, it's like Josiah's got Rowan, you know, and Noah, who I produced the record with, has Ocean, and Greg, who I play music with, is having his daughter very, very soon, and Lucky, who I play with, has his daughter Alma, and Lo has her 2 children, and just there's these children all around that I get to observe and then go home and kind of write about. And a lot of the parents I know don't necessarily get to do that because it's such a constant thing, of course. They're trying to just find time kind of for themselves. But I get to go home and write about it, and I have that time. And so the record is everything that I would want to say to a child. But then also I lost my biological father right as we finished the last record. And so this record is all about him too, and that process of kind of losing someone you never had a relationship with, but were getting close to. But then they take their own life. And so it leaves you with this, like, if you take your own life, maybe you can get it back. That was my feeling. That's been my feeling for 3 years now. You know, it's like, well, you kind of did it your own way, so maybe you can come back your own way. It's just this bizarro way of, you know what I mean? What's how suicide
And this
works.
idea of making this record of everything you may want to say to your children, right? That's what you initially said. Is there anything in it that maybe is what you wished your father maybe said to you?
Exactly. That is exactly it. It's everything I would want. I would have wanted a parent to say to me as a young.
I can't wait to hear it. When can we expect it to be out in the world?
When you send me yours, and then it should be coming out today. And then so if there is one thing that I can say about what we're doing, is this is so fun. I kind of love you guys, if I can say that.
Thank you.
And it, you know, and really thank you for talking to me. And then I will say my favorite quote that I just read. It's a 4th grader. Okay, it's a 4th grader said, "The only reason why you've never done it before is because you've never done it before." It's like the wisdom in it. Exactly.
And compassion.
And then I feel terrible that I don't know their name. It just said 4th grader. You know? So, yeah, that's... it.
Thank you so much. This, honestly, joy molecules just keep expanding in the room.
I
So
love
it was
that,
lovely
joy
to spend
molecules.
the afternoon with you. Finally.
I know, finally. Because, you know, it's been friend of a friend forever.
Ever. Yeah.
What's your
always
pin?
LaunchLeft.
Well, that's the show you're on.
Of course. What's with the pin?
I gave you one. It's in your mug. If you want
You did?
one.
Oh
Yeah.
my God, these had a pick. It was
And a pick.
Oh, and a pick.
Just make sure it's always launching that way.
Oh, okay,
Left.
cool. Oh, gotcha.
Left of center.
Mark's
Yeah.
was launching.
Did it.
No, we put it in left.
No,
Oh, it's
all day long. It was launching straight
Mark
down.
was like, I'm gonna put on my jacket. He wanted to have it on. And
It matches my whole thing. I could have worn it. I could have definitely worn it. Can we Photoshop it in or something? or you know, should I put it on, or what? I don't know. What do you guys need? What do you
maybe
guys
we could
need?
just do we just do one more
May-
shot where you
maybe
drink
you
out
play-
of a teacup. With
Or you play a little bit of guitar with a pick.
Well, you're not gonna
won't
see
see
it
that.
though.
I feel like you just
Well,
want
I
to play
could.
guitar, which is
I do, I do.
too.
You can play the guitar.
No, I don't want to play the guitar.
I could hold the pick while you play the guitar, because then you can really see it.
Play the mug with
I
the
think
pick.
that's kind of fun. Wait, you hold the guitar, okay, and then I'll hold the pick.
Beautiful.
Seen someone proposing on stage.
I mean, this is cool. I would play a show like this.
Get through my song for you. When it came to saying your name, I can still see the room at the hospital. Pretty painted tile. I can still see your skin turning purple. Lily of the Nile. Can you hear me? Did you mean it? Did you plan Was it an accident? Time up and down the blue screen. It's dawn and I'm insane. Love's just a word and not what the word means, but I'll say it just the same. Talking to an entity made of endless night. I dream in TV dialogue, a world of shadow and light. I know it don't work that way, but maybe you'll come back someday. I know it don't work like that, but maybe you can take it back. Now that there's no need to say a word, can I still make amends? But silence, the only kindness I heard, forgiveness, the only revenge. Meeting all of the people I'd heard of from your past, reading through all of your letters, looking for your love. You told me that love is when someone asks you, please leave me alone. And you really do. You looked into my eyes till I was your mother and son. I tried to look away, but saw you in everyone. I wish you had been at your memorial, seen someone proposing on stage.
LaunchLeft aims to create an intentional space that highlights and empowers all artists for whom radical creativity is not a choice, but a necessity. LaunchLeft begins with music, but its ultimate aim is to launch left-of-center artists in all creative fields.
Everybody, who's that dancing?